A couple owns a little pet shop, and they usually leave one of their dogs inside the shop overnight. But one morning, when they opened the store, something seems wrong. The dog behaving very strangely. It was hiding under the bed, refusing to move, and appeared extremely terrified. The couple are worried, so immediately decided to check the security camera footage to see what might have spooked the dog, but what they discovered was truly disturbing. At around 11:30 p.m., the dog can be seen walking inside the store. Suddenly, out of nowhere, something seems to actually launch the dog sideways hard, as if it had been kicked. Fortunately, the dog was not seriously hurt, but you can clearly hear it yelp in pain as it was kicked. So, what do you think? Was this something paranormal, as some might believe, or is there another explanation for what happened? The following video was captured by a security camera. On Thursday afternoon, a mother and her daughter hurry over to their apartment after encountering someone strange and terrifying man approaching them. The camera captured the stranger, but according to the mother, that wasn't the only strange thing it recorded.
So I'm sitting here looking at this ring camera footage, and I don't understand how I didn't see this, because this is ridiculous.
The camera also captured something else the moment the man arrived.
I just called the police. Get out front of my door. This is the last time I'm gonna tell you. Get out front of my door right now. The police on the way. Go!
At the time, the woman didn't realize what had happened. The door number 23 opened on its own and stayed open for more than a few seconds before closing. But that wasn't what truly terrified her. A few days later, she uploaded a video explaining why she was so afraid.
In the 3 years that I've lived here, I have never seen this door come open. Ever. Like, can't. In the video, you saw the door just came open. Who opened the door? Like, look at it. Like, pitch black. Like, make it make sense. Like, how? How? I don't know. It don't make sense.
The apartment was empty. No one lived there for years. The woman had no idea how that door could have opened.
Just look, watch this. The door comes open. There's nobody there.
The next day, she reaching out to property management and getting someone to open up this door. That's when things started to get even more disturbing.
Okay, y'all, so property management sent somebody up to come take a look, so I'm gonna let him do what he do, and I'm gonna stay back here. You say the light works? Y'all, he said the light works. Oh, Lord. What is that? It's holy. Y'all. What the hell is going on? Y'all see all these little kids? She had to put kids' shoes up in there. What the? So how did? So hold on, because no, this other day the door came open when I was in here. So if the door came open, like No, I'm sorry. I'm not. Okay, y'all. So remember that thing? I thought it was a snake. I really thought it was some plastic, but y'all, I'm not gonna get close to this. This is real snake skin. Oh my God. Look at this. You can see like, ooh. Oh my God. Look at that.
They found a large pile of children's shoes inside the apartment. Concerned, they decided to call the police. But before they did, the woman noticed something strange while reviewing the footage later.
So I'm looking back at this video that I took with the property manager guy, right? And I noticed something in the pile of shoes. Those frozen Elsa boots, whatever you want to call it, those boots are my daughter's. Like, I'm gonna show y'all a picture that me and my daughter took, like, I want to say like 2 months ago. Yo, this is crazy because I really thought she just lost them at school. Those shoes belong to my daughter.
She couldn't understand how her daughter's shoe ended up inside that room, but after showing property management the video and learning that no one has occupied the room in years, she makes a shocking conclusion.
Somebody in this building must be going around here just collecting shoes. And I'm not gonna say collecting, stealing little kids' shoes around here. I've talked to at least 2 or 3 different people in this building who have said that their children been missing shoes. So I'm thinking that somebody has access to that room and they're going around stealing shoes and then taking them and putting them in there. They're just putting shoes in the room. Like it just none of this makes sense to me right now. None of it.
She believed that someone had access to this apartment, someone who was stealing children's shoes and hiding them there. The property manager removed all the shoes and replaced the door lock. The following day, the woman decided to set up a trap.
Okay, y'all, I'm finna get to the bottom of this. See these little shoes right here? Put them here as bait, right? On some real cheap shoes, just, you know, little kids' shoes or whatever. But what I did was, I got me a plant, right? Little cheap plant too, but look what's inside the plant. Hopefully y'all can see it. Hopefully nobody else see it, but...
She placed children's shoes in the hallway and installed a surveillance camera. But 2 days later, something truly horrifying happened. Suddenly, one of the boots moves on its own. The woman who came out of her apartment was the neighbor. She claimed she heard a sound like a baby crying inside apartment 23. But strangely, the camera recorded no sound at all. It was as if she was the only one who could hear it. Unfortunately, this was the last video the woman ever posted before she disappeared. And to this day, what happened inside that building remains an unsolved mystery. If any new information surfaces, we will cover it in a future episode. Until then, what do you think really happened? A man was driving his truck late at night on a road deep in the forest. The rain was pouring heavily, the road was dark, and the man was completely alone. By pure coincidence, the camera inside the truck captured something extremely terrifying. Behind the driver, a figure suddenly appeared, moving slowly, then vanished as quickly as if he had never been there. The truck driver was horrified when he later reviewed the footage. He insists he was completely alone and has no idea what that thing could have been. So, what do you think it was? A real estate manager entered an elevator to inspect the upper floors of an old skyscraper in China. The building was undergoing a full renovation and restoration, but while the man was inside the elevator, something truly terrifying happened. However, before we show the video, I want to point out that, according with YouTube guidelines, no one is shown being hurt in the following video, and there is absolutely no evidence that anyone was injured in any way. Suddenly, the elevator lets out a loud metallic bang and then slams to a violent emergency stop. Fortunately, the man was unharmed and he managed to open the elevator door. But there was something strange and frightening that only a few people noticed. In the reflection of the elevator door, a strange object can be seen moving. It looks like a pale hand, or maybe a long white finger reaching towards the man's shoulder. Others say it appears to be a ghostly figure creeping through the small gap in the elevator doors. So, what do you think? A woman named Misty shares ordinary videos about her daily life on her account, but recently she posted a video that was different, and it left her viewers completely terrified. This disturbing footage was recorded by a security camera in her daughter's bedroom. Late at night, even though her daughter was asleep and not moving, the camera indicated that someone was moving inside the room. According to Misty, the only explanation that would have made sense was if her older daughter was still sleeping in this room. However, she isn't.
So we moved my daughter out of this room. Now she's across the hall. We got all the furniture in, the TV hung. That is like a...
Her older daughter recently moved into another room inside this house, so Misty decided to review the footage captured by the security camera. But what she saw left her completely horrified. Let's watch the recording. It appears that someone or something was moving on the bunk bed. However, no one was sleeping on this bunk bed. Her older daughter used to sleep here, but now she has her own space. Misty says she has no idea who or what that thing could be. And that wasn't all. One night, while Misty was recording a video explaining what had happened, something completely unexpected happens.
A lot of y'all were asking about the room situation, so I'm going to run that through real quick. We moved my daughter from this room into this room. She got new furniture. That's why the bunk bed is still in there. This is the attic that's in between the rooms that I was talking about that's cracked. It's been that way for a while, so it's not something that I'm overly concerned about, but y'all have got me freaking out in the comments. I cannot even breathe walking in this room, so I am truly terrified, but I'm gonna walk y'all in here real quick. This is the bunk bed. This is where I took her out of her crib, ran up the bunk bed. There was nothing up there when I came. We have her rocking chair, her changing station, her closet with all of the stuff that we still need to put up. This is where I have everything that was gifted. I know a lot of y'all were saying check stuff that came from a thrift store or that wasn't yours, because it might be causing it. I will show you guys up here. There's nothing suspicious. There's no hair from like a rat or something that could have came in. This is marker. These are still tucked in on the sides, like they're still tight from, you know, if somebody was trying to be underneath the blankets. I don't think that's plausible. So I don't know. I have no idea what could be causing it. Oh my God, it's rocking.
Suddenly, a chair moved on its own. Misty was terrified because she was completely alone in the house. Now, after everything that has happened, she believes her home may be haunted. So what is your explanation for what appeared in these recordings? A woman named Kitty lives alone in her house with her dogs and cats. One night, when she returned home from work, she noticed something very strange. Her pets were behaving unusually. They seemed scared, terrified of something. Suspicious and worried, Kitty decided to check the footage from her home security cameras to find out what had happened while she was away. But what she discovered was truly horrifying. Suddenly, a semi-transparent, human-like figure passed by. Some might say it was just a normal person distorted by a camera glitch, but when you look closely, everything else in the footage appears perfectly clear, except for that figure. Kitty also noticed that her dog and cat had been staring for a long time at the exact same spot where that figure appeared. Kitty believes it was a real ghost, and that her house may be haunted, especially since she has recently started hearing strange noises inside the house at night. So, what do you think? A man named Jose from Mexico heard a strange noise outside his home late at night, just as his wife was leaving for work. Later, when he checked his security camera footage, he noticed something bizarre, something he couldn't explain. Under the stairs, a small, dark creature appeared. It was walking on two legs, almost like a human. Weirdly, whatever this is almost looks like it's dressed in a tiny little robe. Strangely, as the woman passes by, the little figure suddenly turned toward the stairs, and then vanished, disappearing in a way that didn't seem natural, as if it had never been there at all. Now, Jose believes that what appeared was a creature called a duende, a mysterious creature that many people in Mexico believe is real. But let me know what you think this is. A woman named Sandra was filming her former house, which she says she was forced to stop living in for some reason. Now the house is empty and no one lives there.
So we are pulling up to my old house.
Pulling up to your old house.
No one lives here anymore. It's haunted.
Sandra says that her family used to feel fear and discomfort when visiting her home, and she herself also began to feel uneasy inside it. However, the reason she resumed filming was that just 2 days after moving in, she received a notification from a security camera she had forgotten installed in the front door. The camera recorded something moving in front of the door.
That's creepy. She wants you now.
No. The door is wide open.
Suddenly, the door began to open slowly on its own. Sandra thought that someone might have broken into the house and opened the lock from the inside. However, when Sandra reviewed the security camera footage, no one appeared to be leaving or entering the house, which made her think that whoever or whatever opened the door was not human, especially since the reason she left the house in the first place was that she used to wake up late at night several times, feeling terrified, seeing in front of her in the room a dark, faceless figure resembling a human shape. A few days later, Sandra went back to the old house with her nephew to retrieve the security camera she had left there. But what happened next was terrifying.
No one lives here anymore. It's haunted.
Suddenly, a chair that appears heavy falls on its own in a frightening way. It can be noticed that nothing appeared near the chair that could have caused it to fall, and it dropped at the exact moment Sandra arrived. After everything that happened, Sandra became certain that the house was truly haunted and that she had made the right decision to leave it. So, what is your explanation for what happened? A girl named Kayla posted a video on her account that left viewers completely terrified. Late at night, around 4 a.m., while Kayla was sitting with her friends on her porch, something truly frightening happened.
Inside, here we go. Here we go. Oh no. If he's gonna grab his keys, then you're gonna have to leave me.
What the
is that?
They heard a strange voice saying, "Hey, hey, hey." Kayla says the voice came from an old abandoned cabin near the house, which caused everyone to panic and run inside. However, some viewers heard another voice saying, "Shut the door." Kayla says that strange and frightening things have recently started happening in her home, and she believes that the old cabin is haunted and connected to these terrifying events. The following video was filmed in a village in Venezuela. Late at night, one of the villagers heard a loud and strange noise near his property. A family went out to investigate, and they found someone hiding among the grass. At first, they thought it was a thief who had sneaked in.
Ah, señor, ¿está ahí perdido?
Te está buscando, viejo, por casualidad. Nosotros somos por aquí mismo, sé que estamos cuidando la zona, vaina, todo.
¿Te podemos ayudar en algo?
Ahora.
Ah, señor.
Si está buscando algo, nosotros te ayudamos. ¿Qué está ahí?
¿Ah?
Pues es que el, ¿cómo se llama?
Yo vivo por aquí, yo vivo por aquí. ¿Te ayudamos en algo? Buscamos a la policía. ¿Ah?
Vámonos.
Vamos.
A strange figure with glowing eyes stood motionless. They initially thought it was an ordinary person, but upon seeing its frightening appearance and features, no one was able to approach it.
Ah, señor, ¿está ahí perdido?
Te está buscando, viejo, por casualidad. Nosotros somos por aquí mismo, sé que estamos cuidando la zona, vaina, todo.
It is believed that what appeared was not an ordinary human being. What do you think?